When one woman's fears about love, relationships, and commitment come rushing in, so does her furry, sassy, and made-up childhood buddy. This is the story behind ABC's new comedy, Imaginary Mary, starring Jenna Elfman and Steven Schneider. Good morning to the both of you. And I was lucky enough to catch the pilot episode last week, and I gotta say, you really both had me laughing. Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta ask, I mean, this has to be a difficult show to put together because I love Mary's commentary and the quick back and forth between Jenna and obviously the computer generated Mary. How are you able to put all of this together?
It's very easy.
Took some practice, but we rehearse with a puppet, so then when we're actually filming, the puppet goes away and I just have my memory of where she is from the rehearsal. So I have those scenes and remembering where I'm looking and doing the comedy with her, doing the comedy with him and the kids, and it was a nice challenge, which definitely kept me on my toes, and it's a really charming family show.
It was so cool. They had a couple animators on set that had this special camera that they would bring in and place where Mary ultimately would exist on the show in this space so that they would know, the animators would know how the light is hitting us in the scene and how it should hit the character. And then they would take that to the studio in Vancouver called Zoic Studios. And there were a team of, I'm not kidding you, about 100 people working on this character, and the pace at which they move is grueling. I mean, they do about 1 second of animation per day. So you can imagine how much work goes into just a tiny little thing. Yeah. This is the first time this has ever been done on a network comedy, so it was such a cool thing to be a part of.
Well, and it's such a cool show as far as the comedy, but there's such a sweet message behind it. And the first scene in that pilot, you were able to get to it and show the message behind it. Tell people about that and how that's such a wonderful thing to get across, I'm sure, as actors.
Well, I think, it's finding love is something everybody needs in their life. And my character was raised with fighting, divorcing parents who were never there for her. And, she had to draw this imaginary friend who came to life to help get her through. And I think, you can't do life alone and survive, like life is better in twos. That's why we have the buddy system. And so for my character to have, made it through life, she just ended up focusing on her career and just is ignoring relationships and kids because it's too scary for her. So for her to be able to find this charming, wonderful guy, he's divorced with 3 kids, ultimately they all find each other and help each other grow into more full human beings through love. And I think that's important. I think it comes through the TV and makes you feel good when you're watching it.
Well, I think I would regret not asking, but the question, people always ask actors what their motivation is or how they got into the role. So I've got to ask the both of you, did you have imaginary friends growing up?
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You knew I had to go there.
No, I wish I did. I would have been a lot less lonely.
Aww.
No, I was always fascinated with humanity in front of me. There's so much going on with people, and if you really look, everyone has this story happening. There's like a film playing for every human being, and I was always fascinated with that as a child, and my mom would always apologize to people because she thought I was being so rude, just staring at people. And
you still stare.
I do. I stare. People are interesting, Stephen. They're just fascinating.
Well, we learned a little something about the both of you.
Always have been.
Again, Imaginary Mary premieres tonight on ABC. Jenna, Stephen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, see you at 9:30 tonight. Yay!